Morning, guys. The book of Joel, an Old Testament prophet, minor prophet, just because it's a small book and we don't know too much about the date. And so we're just going to read from verse 1. The word of the Lord came to Joel, son of Bethuel, that Bethuel, we don't know too much about his father. Hear this, O elders, and listen, all inhabitants of the land. Has anything like this happened in your days or in your father's days? And so we're about to read what happened then. And as we can see, many of these things we can apply to today, because many devastating things happen. In this case, it's locusts. We all know about how locusts can destroy a land and how God can bring destruction on a land, specifically when a people is turned away from Him. And he says in verse 3, tell your sons about it, and let your sons tell their sons, and their sons the next generation. And so in one sense, these warnings must be passed down. Otherwise we're going to keep repeating the same mistakes throughout history. We need to learn from history that we don't turn away from God, and that God's judgment will come. Verse 5, awake, drunkards, and weep, and wail, all you wine drinkers, on account of the sweet wine that is cut off from your mouth. I think with prosperity comes indulgence, and those who have many vices, and obviously a big vice today is alcohol. We'll be careful of alcohol, that we don't linger along with it, that we end up getting drunk. And so there's a warning here. Verse 6, for a nation, but there's also a warning in the sense of against the nation and against a people that's rebelled. For a nation has invaded my land, mighty without number. Its teeth are the teeth of a lion, it has fangs of a lioness. It has made my vine a waste, and my fig tree splinter. It has stripped them bare and cast them away. Their branches have become white. Wail like a virgin girded with sackcloth for the bridegroom of her youth. So just a recently married woman who's lost her husband. These are like examples of great tragedy, and so we're looking at how this has come across upon this land. The grain offering and the drink offering are cut off from the house of the Lord. The priests mourn, the ministers of the Lord. The field is ruined, the land mourns, and the grain is ruined. The new wine dries up, fresh oil fails. Be ashamed, O farmers, wail, O vine dressers, for the wheat and the barley, because the harvest of the fields is destroyed. The vine dries up, and the fig tree fails, the pomegranate palm also, and the apple tree. All the trees of the field dry up, indeed, rejoicing dries up from the sons of men. And so the locusts came and destroyed absolutely everything. We'll read about that on Friday. But it's devastating, and sin is devastating, the consequences are devastating. And whenever we're going through a difficult time, we need to just take our thoughts and say, is there anything that we can learn? Is there anything that the Lord wants us to grow through this? Is there anything that we need to change in our own lives? But it may not even be sin related. It may be related to that the Lord just is testing you in some area. Maybe it's pride, but maybe it's like Job, where he lost everything. And so, but the big thing is that we don't turn away from the Lord in a difficult time. We need to turn to Him whenever we face these kind of trials. Amen.